but I wanted to say, I don't know how much time I got. I wanted to say a whole bunch of stuff tonight. First of all, when I was at work today, I was talking to my coworker, and I told him I was coming to the Howard Theater to get honored as a member of the GoGo family. He said, "Oh, you must get a lot of that." And actually, I don't. In fact, I almost never get recognized. And people in GoGo very seldom get recognized. So I'd like to take this time to thank TMOTT as one of the great organizations that we've had in our midst. You know, to have a media organization to be here to, you know, chart the times and remember, you know, the steps that we took to get wherever we got. I remember being a student at Duke Ellington, and Cato was a student at Duke Ellington. And so I just want to recognize Cato as a historian, a true historian of GoGo. And it doesn't seem like it means a whole lot, but if we ever stop, he has our story. He's the one that's here to tell our story, you know. And so I just want to take a few seconds to recognize my man Cato, wherever he is. As for myself, you know, I studied so many different people as I was coming up. I was then, and I am now, just a fan before I'm anything else. Before I'm a band member, a saxophone player, you know, I'm just a fan of the music. No matter where I go, no matter what I do, I think this is the greatest beat, the greatest music that this city, this world has ever seen. And whether we get our turn in the big lights or not, you know, I think it doesn't matter. We know who we are. So, you know, I just grew up, I watched Bugs, and I wanted that energy that Bugs had, and I was a fan of funk, that gift the gab when he would just talk to people and tell everybody whose name it was. And like James Brown, he would recognize the different people in the band. Jungle Boogie, he would say their names as he was playing their parts, and that's how the people in the band became personalities other than just himself, because he would recognize everybody. And if it wasn't for that, you know, I would have never got any recognition. So I thank funk for that. And I also was a big fan of Genghis and Sugar Bear for his call and response and all of those kind of things. So just so much went into, you know, me being a fan and me emulating some of the things that I saw. And as I look out tonight, as I was walking around, I see my man Boogie Doos in the building, and I see Miss Neal, and I see Googie, and I see Mo Shorter. People who was there at the beginning of this whole ride for me. It's been, you know, 30 some odd years. that's as far as I'm gonna say. It's been 30 some odd years. When I see Boogie Doos, he was one of the greatest guitar players of our time, and we was just kids growing up trying to make our way in this whole GoGo thing. And when I seen him tonight, he came to me. If he didn't say his name, I would have never even recognized him, because it's been 30 years since we last seen each other, and that's my guy. And so I thought about it. I was like, it's really kind of scary in a way, because we really are in, how can I put this? We really in a dangerous time with GoGo, because we don't have the farm system, if you understand what I mean. When I seen Boogie, and I remember we was kids. Boogie, we was kids, right? I mean, 16 and 17-year-old kids playing music and trying to emulate Chuck, who was, hell, he must have been 30 or 40, but I mean, we was just kids trying to be like him. And then when we was 30, Northeast Groovers was coming along. They was 18 and 19, trying to emulate us. And then when Northeast Groovers was 30, it was TCB and them trying to emulate them. But nobody's emulating nobody now. And so it's getting scary for me that we don't have the farm system. We don't have kids wanting to grow up and be in a go-go band. And I know it sounds crazy, but when Jay-Z told his mom he wanted to grow up and be a rapper, it's not crazy now, you know, because this is what we could become. I still believe GoGo has a chance to reach those incredible heights. You know what I mean? And if we got people like TMOTT, people like Cato who can be the historians, people like myself and Genghis and Bugs, who can try and pass this thing on and on and on. We can try and save this music, but it's in such a dire straits right now, it's in such trouble that I just hope that we can keep this thing alive. I could do this forever, y'all. I'm gonna let it go right there. Thank you so much for honoring me tonight.